what it says in the chrono.
Winter said it was a follow-up visit with new.
Hearsay.
The objection sustained. It would depend upon whether it's this officer's chrono and what may have been told to this officer. Sustained at this point.
It's Lieutenant Strake's chrono, is that fair to say?
No, sir.
You don't know?
I know whose chrono it is. It's not Lieutenant Strength's.
Whose chrono is it?
That would be the chrono as part of this investigation. Who made that actual entry? I don't know.
You don't know.
If I could look at it, I might be able to tell you.
No, I don't have a hard copy. Can you look at my iPad? Can I approve?
Yeah.
May I see?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Here's the... So who made the chrono then, Your Honor?
Lieutenant Strake made that entry.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chernoff, thank you. We redirect Mr. Walgren?
Please, Your Honor. Detective, you did not personally see the 100 milliliter propofol bottle inside the cut saline bag. That's why you did not document, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And I see this last one. And again, your use of the terminology calling it an empty IV bag, you would agree now that's an inaccurate description?
Yes, sir.
And you also, on that same page, defense counsel referred you to, referred to a pulse manometer. Do you know if there is such a thing as a pulse manometer?
Pulse manometer? No, I don't.
Okay. Since your work on this case, have you learned there is a thing called a pulse oximeter that goes on your finger?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's probably an inaccurate description to call it a pulse manometer.
That's correct.
Now, in the chrono entries that were referred to by Mr. Chernoff, the complete entries, there's subsequent entries for August 20th regarding the decision to divide up the labor as far as the investigation. Isn't that accurate?
Yes.
In fact, it states that had meeting with DEA and BNE, that's Drug Enforcement Agency,
Bureau of Narcotics Enforcement? Yes, sir.
regarding status of investigation and who would be best suited to look at various doctors for possible violations. LAPD will handle all matters involving Dr. Murray. DEA will handle all matters involving Dr. Klein and Mickey Fine's pharmacy. Special Agent Sarah Simpson from BNE will call IOs to let them know if BNE will investigate other doctors mentioned at the meeting for possible violations. Correct?
That's correct.
So all this questioning about Lieutenant Strank and decisions to divide labor, that was essentially summarizing the decision that was made.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Nothing further.
Thank you.
Mr. Walgren, thank you. Recross, Mr. Chernoff?
One question, please. What is Mickey? Mickey Finn Pharmacy?
Yes,
What
sir.
is that to this investigation? What's the importance of Mickey Finn Pharmacy to this investigation?
Objection relevant. Seems fact on evidence.
It's the same.
Well, you just said the DEA was going to investigate Mickey Finn Pharmacy, right?
That was stated, yes.
Yeah. So, how come? Why?
Objection. Another agency calls for speculation.
Let me
Mr. Mullen,
rephrase
please.
the question.
I'll sustain the objection. 350.
Is Dr. Arnold Klein linked to Mickey Finn Pharmacy in some way, Detective Smith? Is Dr. Arnold Klein linked to Mickey Finn Pharmacy in some way?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chernoff. Anything further, Mr. Walgren?
No, just well on the ground.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. May Detective Smith step down, subject to recall, Mr. Walgren?
Yes, Your Honor.